What is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black. Got 3 long face, skinny body. We are back, still black with some more fire Boruto anime, manga, content. Everybody, give yourselves a round of applause because we did it. We here with it. We at 1K. Well, we over 1K, but we finally reached the goal, so it's only up from here. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe because we got a very interesting topic to talk about today.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
For the video, again, I want to thank everybody who subscribed, everybody who supported, everybody who shared, man. We actually here at 1K. I cannot believe it. And like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a journey. It's time to get litty. It's time to get real litty in the community. Manga Kill Gang. You feel me? So I haven't, people been telling me to do this for years, but bro, I created a Discord, right? And we finna get real busy in this Discord. So I'm gonna leave the link in the comment section, but I'm gonna leave the link in the descriptions from this video onwards, boy. Hop in the Discord and trust. We won't be afraid to ban, right? We're not going to be afraid to ban. It's going to be a lit community, dog. So go ahead and hop into the Discord, bro. We at 1,000. It's official. And let's just get gritty. And first things first, bro. We got one rule right now. One rule. And I'm going to need to find an enforcer to enforce this rule, bro. We don't take no sorrow to slander in the Discord, right? So any sorrow to slander, before we ban you, we really gonna be on you, bro. We really finna be on your ass, and then we gonna ban you, bro. But go ahead, hop in the Discord, and let's hop into the business, man. Sage Mode Mitsuki versus my guy Kawaki, bro. Boruto's little mini Flash Force scene basically gave us the deets, right? That's essentially gonna be the first time, which will be like one of the most impactful moments in the entire series, that we get to see Sage Mode Mitsuki right there in manga format. Now, essentially, what I want to do this video is look at all of the things that points towards Mitsuki battling against this guy, Kawaki. Now, it's been going around in the community that word on the street is Sumire finna be a little snitch. You feel me? Sumire just can't, she's gonna tell, basically, right? Because she's the only one that's not supposed to know, that does know that Kawaki really killed Boruto, right? And then we already understand how Sarada and Mitsuki's conflicted feelings about that entire situation, like not being there when their whole childhood friend Boruto Uzumaki was essentially killed or almost killed, right? And then Mitsuki's questioning the entire thing, like, bro, that don't make no sense because this man Cole needs to feed you to the Tentos at the end of the day, right? So that whole thing just never made sense to Mitsuki, but we get to see it in the flash forward scene, and it's pretty obvious as to why this man Kawaki is being targeted, this man Kawaki is being chased. Yes, he is lashing out on Boruto, but this guy just sent the strongest village in the 5 great nations leader away, essentially the strongest man alive. Well, so we thought for the longest, right? That guy is like somewhere sitting on a hot key tap puddle thinking about Kashikoji, thinking about Jiraiya, you feel me, thinking about Neji and just consoling with Hinata right now. That's all Naruto can do, and also grow out a fire-ass beard because, like, let's be honest, how long we want to see this man in there? That's going to be another discussion for another day. But this guy Kawaki has done some real treasonous things that really is cause for and justifies all of the things that we've seen in this little flash forward scene. So how do y'all think Kawaki versus Mitsuki will essentially play out? We see Kawaki has his horn. Kawaki has blood on his face, right? And then the 2 shots we do get to see Boruto in that flash forward scene is we just see shots of his Byakugan. So essentially we can understand that Boruto is also transformed during those scenes. So the best bet that we can draw from that conclusion, just from the little snapshots that we got and the context that we have all the way up into the previous chapter, is that Kawaki, in the midst of everything that's going on and everybody finding out that Naruto is sent away, throws the entire village in disarray, eventually comes across Boruto, and then Mitsuki and Sarada will be the first ones to stumble upon the scene where they see Boruto on the ground and Kawaki having blood on his face. Now, does this tie into Boruto's eye scar? Ooh, another video for another day, like I said. So right now, we just gonna be focusing on my guy Sage Mode Mitsuki, because what would Mitsuki allow trigger him to basically destroy his body? Because we understand the only time we ever see this guy Mitsuki dabble in any type of Sage transformation, any type of Sage jutsu, is when Boruto, or i.e. Team 7, is in danger. And that's when he's like, bro, all cards are off the table. I do not care. We seen it versus Lord Ku. We seen it in the Chunin exams, and we seen it versus this guy Deepa. Mitsuki is quick to pull it out if he feels like, yeah, this is very much necessary. And that says a lot, right? It says a lot because we had them versus Boro. And Mitsuki didn't even think or consider, right? And Boruto was getting plummeted. Sarada was getting plummeted, right? Kawaki was out the picture at the time, and he didn't even consider it. So now we have a situation right here where it looks like Mitsuki didn't even think twice about cutting on this Sage Mode. He was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. You really just ticked me off, right? Just breaking down Mitsuki's words. So how do we think that Mitsuki versus Kawaki will play out? I believe that this whole little thing that's going on right now is going to be the most climactic moment before we get the end of part 1 Boruto. So how would Kawaki be stopped at this point? I believe there's going to be 3 different scenarios, and Sage Mode Mitsuki versus Kawaki would be the most, I believe, eventful or entertaining versus the other 2, meaning a possible Himawari Rage moment for the foreshadowing that we've seen for her power, ultimately saving the village at the end of part 1, but then coming to the realization that everybody, including Himawari herself, would need to get stronger. But a clutch as Himawari Rage moment in order to drive Kawaki out of the village. Because let's be real, what is stopping Kawaki right now? If your name isn't Damon, Damon doesn't care about anything that's going on right now, so nothing can stop Kawaki, right? And then number 2 would be Amado and his shutdown code with Kawaki's karma. They played us very well, and I was thinking about this the other day. Ever since they showed up into the Hidden Leaf Village, we just completely threw out Amado revealing all of his plans out the window because of all of this greatness we be getting from Shibao to Suki, Ada being revealed to fly, Boruto seeing the future. It's like, bro, wait. We're supposed to get Amado's secrets, and it's been a minute since they've been back in the village. So what's going down with that? And one of those things that revolves around Amado's secrets is his shutdown code that he has on Kawaki, which can essentially be the one thing that could save this village right now. And then the last thing, which is what this video is about, is Sage Mode Mitsuki being that last stand against Kawaki. Then you're going to think like, well, what is a Sage Mode going to do against a whole version 2 Karma True Essence Horn Kawaki with Ishiki's dog? Like, I get it, but let's not cap, right? The mystery's been behind Mitsuki since day 1. What type of Sage Mode is that? Ain't no regular Sage Mode. That's the cheat code, right? The Mitsuki literally is a cheat code for the writer, because the author can do whatever they want with Mitsuki, and it can be completely justified for the mere fact they went into enough details but left also enough out. So the point where Sage Mode Mitsuki can be as strong as however they want it to be, meaning it could be the strongest character, or it can just be like a gag moment or something like that. Not necessarily a gag character, because we know Mitsuki ain't no gag character, but on some like top 5, top 3 character, but he only gets like 1 or 2 big moments with that full powered version. But it can also be one of those things that pushes Boruto and Sarada when they see, okay, Mitsuki was the one who was able to stand up to Kawaki, just like he was the one who was able to stand up to Deepa. Let's get stronger in terms of Boruto and Sarada understanding, bro, this is the twice now this guy Mitsuki has saved us, and twice now we didn't understand like the sacrifices that Mitsuki was making in terms of his body, in terms of his power, feel me, just to save both Boruto and Sarada. So it's going to be a whole lot of poetic justice when we see Mitsuki versus Kawaki, and essentially how it plays out. Kawaki already has blood on his face, so that tells us Kawaki's already been in battle. Even though Kawaki is stronger than Boruto, I don't believe it's a completely one-sided, like, yeah, let me just flick this man away. Kawaki obviously had to turn on his horn in order to overpower Boruto or Momoshiki, whatever it wants to be during that moment. So a weakened down Kawaki versus a very keen and understanding battle sense Sarada, knowing her place. So I'm not saying she can battle Kawaki in that point, but knowing her place, understanding, okay, what can she do and what can't she do in order to possibly help out Mitsuki and Boruto in this situation. And then a rage Mitsuki activating a Sage Mode who in full version Sarada has never seen. So it's going to be a very, very observing moment for the team in that factor. And believe me, I want to see Kawaki versus Sage Mode Mitsuki, and I believe this is going to be one of those fights that takes a lot of people by surprise. Like let's say Kakashi versus Kakuzu. That fight was gas. Let's not cap, right? One of those things where it's like, okay, both characters got a solidified fan base. Essentially, the fight might just be in a moment where, a little skerfuffle is needed ultimately to break up the main climactic moment. But what if Sage Mode Mitsuki versus Kawaki is the climactic moment? So now this isn't really a video telling me, okay, do I think Mitsuki can win? Because it's going to be pretty obvious. Mitsuki most likely cannot beat Kawaki in that state. So there's going to be 3 reasons as to why Kawaki retreats, and I already stated as the other 2. Now the third with Mitsuki confronting Kawaki, a weakened Kawaki who's already been battling and running around the village. He starts to get completely used to his powers. Kawaki coming to the understanding, okay, if I want to get rid of Boruto, i.e. Momoshiki, I'm going to have to get away for the time being, recuperate, understanding that, damn, Boruto is going to have time to recuperate, so I'm going to have to approach this in a different angle. I'm going to have to go about this in a different manner. And I believe that's going to be the most eventful, because that's going to be Kawaki leaving the village on his own versus we seeing like a Himawari Rage moment, or even a model shutting down Kawaki's Kamsu, which will also be interesting in its own. But still, Sage Mode Mitsuki versus Kawaki being that climactic moment to end part 1 Boruto, I ain't gonna lie, that sounds kind of good to me. Let me know y'all thoughts below. Comment below, share the video with your friends. How do y'all feel about Sage Mode Mitsuki versus Kawaki, and do y'all have anything to justify why Mitsuki would even be able to face Kawaki? We see in that little mini flash forward sequence. And don't forget, hop in the Discord and let's get gritty. Thank y'all for 1K. It's your boy Black Chair, Black Chair out. Yes sir, ski.
We take a trip to the sky, show them that our limits too high.
Cocoa butter hips on the waistline. She said